Keep on reading this, page 38. Where you will live, talking about yourself. When you are looking for somewhere to live or stay, you might have to talk about yourself. To say what your name is, use I am or my name's. I'm Gracia. Hi, I'm Barbara. I've come to look at a room. My name is Alejandro Perez. I've booked a room for tonight. Hello, my name is Mrs. Keen. Mrs. Keen, I'd like to speak to one of your estate agents, please. To give general information about yourself, use I am. I'm French, but I'm staying here. I'm very tidy. I'm the owner of the flat, but I don't live here. To talk about your work, use I am with the name of a job or work to say something more general about what you do. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I work at the airport. I work for a transport business. I work as a translator. Okay, an estate agent, a person whose job is to sell buildings or land. Okay, the other words I think you know. Asking for information or asking for information. A simple way to ask for information about places to stay or live is to start your sentence with is. Is it expensive? Is it far from the city center? Is breakfast included in the price? It's very important you say breakfast and not breakfast. So try to pronounce breakfast because the stress is on the first syllable, and as a rule, an unstressed vowel is pronounced Is breakfast included in the price? To ask if a place has something, use is there or are there any? Is there a hairdryer in the room? Is there a TV? Is there much noise from the neighbors? Are there any good schools near here? Are there any rules about having guests to stay? Are there any more blankets? Use also does, dots, have, dots, question mark. Does the flat have central heating? Does the hotel have a swimming pool? Does it have a garden? Does it have anywhere to park? Oh. If you're interested in reading this, you can stop the picture and read it. Useful words. Expensive, costing a lot of money. Include to have something as one part, a hairdryer, a machine that you use to dry your hair. A neighbor, someone who lives near you. A guest, someone who you invite to your home. A blanket, a large thick piece of cloth that you put on a bed to keep you warm. Central heating, a heating system that uses hot air or water to heat every part of a building. Park, to stop a vehicle and leave it somewhere. You can ask questions using what or where. What's the name of the hotel? Not hotel, it's a hotel. What's the average price of a flat in this area? Okay, many Italians, for some stupid reason, don't know that words ending with age are, as a rule, pronounced age. Are pronounced age and not age, sorry. So you say average village, okay, and not average or village. You say average village. Only the word age is pronounced age, A-G-E. What's the average price of a flat in this area? What's the landlord's address? Where's the bar? Where's the best area to live? Where are the lifts? To ask about time, use what time? What time's dinner? What times do you lock the doors at night? What time do we have to leave? What time do we have to leave in the morning? To ask about prices, use how much. How much is a double room for tonight? It's very important to say double, not double, with the guttural "a", double. How much is a double room per night? How much rent do you pay? How much do you charge for breakfast? Useful words: average, the normal amount for a particular group. A landlord, a man who owns a building and allows people to live there in return for rent. A lift, a machine that carries people or things up and down in tall buildings. Okay, it's an elevator in American English. Lock, to close a door or continue with a key, Rent, the money you pay to the owner for something to be able to use it yourself. Charge, to ask someone to pay money for something. Asking for permission. If you are staying in a hotel or renting somewhere to live, you may need to ask for permission. You can use "can I see the room? Can I pay by credit card? Can we use the pool? Can we camp here?" To check if you can do something, you use "am allowed to?" Am I allowed to use the washing machine? Am I allowed to have guests? Are we allowed to bring our dog? Our "are" is more common in spoken English than "our". Are we allowed to bring our dog? To make sure you will not upset someone, use "do you mind if?" Do you mind if I park my car here for a moment? Do you mind if I leave my suitcase here for 5 minutes? Do you mind if we look at the rooms before we decide? You can also use "is it okay to?" This is slightly informal. Is it okay to use the cooker? Is it okay to play my guitar? Is it okay to use my own bedclothes? Useful words: a credit card, a plastic card that you use to buy something and pay for it later. A pool, a place where people can swim. Camp, to stay somewhere in a tent. A washing machine, a machine that you use to wash clothes in. A suitcase, a case for carrying your clothes when you are traveling. A cooker, a piece of kitchen equipment that is used for cooking food. A guitar, a musical instrument with strings. Okay, bedclothes, the covers that you use on bed. Saying what you like, dislike, prefer. To talk about what you like, use "I like." I like small hotels. I like campsite in the mountains. I like this guest house. If you like something very much, use "I really like" or "I love." I really like living here. I really like your sofa. I really like being so close to my work. I love modern furniture. I love the peace of the countryside. I love living on my own. Good to know: when you like or love is followed by a verb, the verb usually in the ing form. If you don't like something, use "I don't like." I don't like this hotel. I don't like living with my brother. I don't like this kind of building. If you want to say you like one thing more than another, use "I prefer." If you want to talk about the things you like less, use "to" before it. I prefer youth hostels to camping. I prefer living alone. I prefer this town to be I prefer this town to my hometown. Talking about your plans. When you are talking about your plans for where you're going to live or stay, use "I'm going to." I'm going to stay in Biarritz. I'm going to rent a cottage in the mountains. We are going to camp. Use "I'll" plus a verb in the infinitive. I'll be staying for a week. I'll pay the rent in advance. I will arrive in the evening. You can tell people about your plans. So I'm planning to buy a flat near the river. I'm planning to rent a room in a colleague's house. I'm planning to move to London. Useful words: a campsite, a place where you can stay in a tent, guest house, a small hotel, a sofa, a long, comfortable seat with a bag, and usually with a hammock that 2 or 3 people can sit on. It's also named a couch in American English. A peace, countryside, a youth hostel, a cottage, a small house, usually in the country, in advance, before a particular date or event, a colleague, a person someone works with, move to go live in a different place. Okay, that's enough for the time being. Thanks for watching.